Monica, I heard you've been so busy with work that you don't prepare dinner much.
Hi, Linda. What's going on all of a sudden?
Don't play dumb with me. I just got a call from Alan.
From Alan?
I wonder how you are behaving at home. I heard that you're always staying in your room, saying you're working. What the hell are you doing?
Well, I work from home, so my room is my workplace. I'm not playing around.
Alan was sad about your behavior. He said you always work, and work. You don't do the housework at all.
Did Alan really say that? He never said anything about housework.
What? Are you saying I'm lying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I work from home. I've never failed to do my chores.
So you're saying Alan is lying?
I don't know what Alan told you, but what you've just said is not true.
Is it? To me, it just feels like that. You don't understand what it's like to be a wife. You never come to our house, and you never care about your mother-in-law.
I have to work on weekdays, but I sometimes bring you food I made on the weekend. And I bring you sweets that are popular on the internet. I've been doing my best.
You're kind of self-assertive. Alan as well told me that you're a bit pushy. You can't even do a decent job of housework. Alan will get tired of you.
Huh? Does Alan think that way about me?
It's not just Alan, but also me.
Oh.
If you can't fulfill your responsibilities as a wife, please consider the possibility of divorcing Alan.
Divorce?
Keep that in mind. Monica, I keep getting calls from Alan. What's going on?
Hi, Linda. What do you hear from Alan?
Oh, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't know. Can you tell me?
He says that the room is messy.
Huh?
He says you only work and don't clean rooms.
Wait a minute. It's true that I've been working a lot, but I've been doing basic housework every day. Of course I clean. Did Alan really say that?
I wouldn't lie to you. What are you doing in your room every day?
I work from home, so I really need to stay in the room and work with a computer.
You say you're working, but I guess you actually bring a man into the house, don't you?
Linda, what are you talking about? There's no way I would do that. Don't be ridiculous.
Then why can't you at least clean the house?
I clean the house every day. I don't like to leave rooms messy. I do complete cleaning rooms before I start work every day.
So you're saying Alan is lying?
I'm not sure what Alan has told you, but did Alan really say that?
Of course. Alan has been having a hard time since he married you. I can't remain silent about my own son going through such a difficult time.
Huh. But I have no idea about what is being said.
I'm sick and tired of this liar.
I'm not lying.
If you persist with such behavior, I would like you to seriously consider a divorce.
That's too much. Why should I get divorced when nothing comes to mind about what you're talking about? Are you sure Alan is telling you that?
There's no point in lying to you.
But as I said, I have no idea about what is being said. Alan has never said anything like that to me.
Alan is a kind boy. He probably couldn't have expressed to you what he has been feeling. That's why I'm reaching out to you and telling it to you instead of him. Can't you even understand what I'm telling you?
I have no idea what Alan is thinking if what you told me is true.
Do you really think you two are a good match? I regret allowing him to marry you.
I have no idea what you mean.
It seems like you never change your behavior. If that's the way you do, I have some ideas.
Huh?
Answer. You must be playing on the computer again. Monica!
I'm sorry, Linda. I was having a video call with my business partner.
Who were you talking to? You brought a man into the house and you were busy with him, weren't you?
Don't say such a silly thing. I'm working. I'm working on a new project right now. That's why I'm busy with a lot of remote calls and meetings.
Well, I don't care. That's why you got divorced. It's a deserved outcome.
What are you talking about?
Don't you know anything?
I guess I'm not sure about that.
Alan was filled with regret all the time. He said, I wonder why I married her. Neither does she take care of the house nor of me.
I really don't understand what you're talking about. I told you before, but I've never skipped housework.
You never stop with that attitude. Alan decided to leave you because of it.
Excuse me? I don't understand what you mean. Did I get dumped by Alan? Or what do you mean by divorce?
You really don't know anything? It seems like there has been no discussion about it between the two of you. No wonder Alan doesn't really care about you anymore.
Huh?
You guys are divorced.
Really? I'm getting more and more confused about what you're saying. I don't know anything about it, but how could that happen? I haven't heard anything from Alan.
That's an example of how little you cared and communicated with Alan. I'm truly disappointed in you.
So, me and Alan are divorced?
Yes. Alan mentioned that he felt relieved after the divorce was finalized.
Oh no, I haven't discussed it with him at all. Are you sure we're divorced?
I would never lie to you.
Even I don't know anything about our divorce. So how could you know?
It's because I'm the one who filed for divorce.
You did? But I don't remember filling out a divorce form. You can't file it unless it's in your own handwriting.
You filled out the divorce form on your own. Don't you remember?
Huh?
You brought the divorce form when you registered the marriage.
Did I?
That's what Alan told me. He mentioned that if either of you cheats on the other, you can get divorced right away.
Oh, I remember about the divorce form. We promised never to betray each other. I did fill out the divorce papers at that time.
Right? He gave me that divorce form, and I submitted it instead of you and him. Weren't you aware of all these things?
I didn't know because I didn't talk to Alan about it. How could I have known? Linda, why didn't you tell me beforehand?
You both signed the form, so I assumed it would be a mutual agreement between the two of you.
I didn't tell you until now, but Alan hasn't been home for almost a month now.
Oh, really? Having life with you must have been very tough for him.
Since he is away, there's no way for us to talk together. It's excessive that the divorce form was filed solely based on his decision.
I don't care about what you think. I just filed it because he asked me to. I don't have to be blamed for that.
Oh no.
Besides, I had warned you. I told you that if you disrespected Alan, I would have you divorced.
I don't think I agreed with that. In the first place, submitting a divorce form before discussing our divorce is so ridiculous.
Whatever. It means the relationship between you was already over.
I can't accept it.
It's good that you two are getting divorced.
I'm very shocked that you handled the entire divorce process without telling me beforehand.
But wasn't it good for you too?
Huh?
So now you can work as much as you want, right? Well, it is assumed that you always bring a man into the house instead of working.
Absolutely not. What you've just said is just terrible.
Whatever it is, I can't imagine that your marriage with Alan is going to continue working out like this. This is the way it was going to be, so all is good. You should be thankful that I went through all the trouble about divorce.
What do you want me to be thankful for? You went ahead with the important stuff without giving me a heads up. What are you thinking?
Don't bother Alan anymore.
What?
I don't want to hear that Alan is going through a tough time. He will finally be free from you.
I don't understand what you mean.
You say it's work or something, and then you stay in your room all day. How can he be attracted to a woman who stays in her room all day and doesn't know what she's doing? A wife is supposed to devote herself to her husband. You just enjoy what you want to do and don't even make any money. So it's no wonder Alan left you. Alan said he was tired of living like that.
He never said anything like that to me. In addition, we haven't seen each other for a while.
Anyway, the divorce form was already filed, so get out of there.
Wait a minute. I bought this condo when I was single. It's under my name, so if Alan wants to live separately, he should be the one to leave.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Linda, you didn't know? This is the condo I bought, so there's no need for me to leave.
You just stay in a room. How could you buy it?
It really is my own property. I have the documents to prove it.
It seems like you're trying to threaten me by saying that, but it won't work. How much income do you have? I'm sure it's impossible for you to buy it with your little income.
What you've been saying doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm not leaving this apartment.
Oh my God, you're so stubborn. I'll sue you.
Anyway, I'll send his stuff to your place. You can do whatever you want to do later. If you want to take legal action against me, I'm ready. Bye.
Hey, we haven't finished talking yet. Monica, how are you? You still can see my WhatsApp messages, right?
I forgot to block you. How are you?
It seems you've been doing very well. I heard you're a popular blogger now.
Oh, yes, but that has nothing to do with you.
No, I'm very interested in it.
What's this all about all of a sudden? Would you like to start a blog?
No, I was just wondering how much money you could make as a popular blogger.
Huh? Did you reach out to me just to ask about it?
No, it's not like that.
There's no need to tell you how much money I make. If you just want to ask me about it, I'll end this conversation.
Wait. After Alan and you are divorced and his stuff was sent to my place, he and me started living together. He doesn't treat me as well as he did before.
Does that mean financially?
That's just one example. He used to treat me to fancy restaurants, buy me clothes from my favorite brands, and take me on spa trips. He hasn't done any of those things since we started living together.
I didn't even know he had been doing that.
Lately, he hasn't even been providing me with any living expenses. He gets so mad when I ask him for these things.
Okay.
He's been acting strange, so I asked him why. He told me there used to be a joint account with you.
Indeed, we had. We created the joint account to save up for the future each month. But later, I noticed it became empty. I had been saving $5,000 each month. Alan spent all that money.
What? $5,000 a month? Where did you get that money from? You were always locked up in your room playing on your computer.
So I've been telling you, I work from home. I've partnered with major companies to develop and maintain their websites. I'm responsible for managing all the pages on their corporate website. I'm so busy with these websites that I have no choice but to stay at home all day. Even when I'm very busy, I still manage to do all the chores.
That's how you make enough money to save $5,000 a month?
These are websites for major companies, so the revenue from each company is substantial. Additionally, I'm handling a variety of other tasks.
How much income do you have?
About $200,000 a year. I think I was earning about 5 times more than him.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
I think it's difficult for him to provide you some money with this income. It's unfortunate that you can't afford what you want anymore, but try to find joy in your modest life. Well, it has nothing to do with me.
Monica, why did you keep it a secret?
I didn't keep it a secret, but you accused me of spending all day playing on a computer in a room. You didn't even listen to me.
That's because you didn't talk to me properly.
In that situation, it was impossible to explain anything. But it doesn't matter. It's over now. If you have nothing else, may I finish our conversation?
Monica, you were rich. I'm calling off the divorce. Remarry my son now.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
That divorce was so upsetting to you, wasn't it, Monica? So you should just get back together. It's just a matter of going through a process with a piece of paper anyway. Just file the marriage certificate again and everything will be fine.
Getting back together? I would never wish that.
No, you still have feelings for Alan. That's why you should just start over.
Please don't do that. I get nauseous just remembering it. Complaining to his mother about something that never happened is just insane. I won't consider reconciling with a guy who depends on his mother to handle divorce proceedings.
You don't have to think that way. I'm sure he also wishes to have a relationship with you. He's been mumbling that he now can't spend much money for what he wants.
Don't take advantage of me. Who would remarry? Please stop fooling around.
No, it isn't about money. I think Alan regrets divorcing you. As a mother, I just want to help him.
No way.
Monica! Monica, it's urgent.
You're persistent. What is it?
I think Alan is on his way over there right now. Have you already talked with him about getting back together?
Oh, it's you who set us up. He's been repeatedly begging me to open the door through the intercom. It bothers me a lot.
Why? You are getting back together with Alan, which is what you are dreaming about.
Please, stop it. When I saw his face on the screen of the intercom, I really thought I was going to throw up.
I want to help Alan. I want him to be happy with you again.
Let me ask you something. When you filed for divorce, you knew about Alan's affair, didn't you?
Huh? What do you mean? Don't change the topic.
You knew he was cheating on me, and you hid it from me, didn't you?
I guess I did.
You're so obvious. What do you mean helping your son cheat on me?
It's not the help I was thinking. I just wanted Alan to be with someone he loves. I didn't mean I helped him.
But your son asked you to file for divorce, didn't he?
That's true, but...
Then that's the help.
But not now. That woman approached him for money. She disappeared as soon as the money ran out. What a woman. She hurt Alan.
How dare you say that? Don't you think about how much I was hurt? You kept saying things to me that doesn't make sense. And divorce form was filed without any notice. Do you think I wasn't hurt? Don't be silly.
I'm sorry about that. I apologize. But now I want him to be happy with you.
Not with me, but with my income, right?
No, it's not. Monica, don't say that. Please, remarry him.
I'm already married with a different person.
What? Why?
Because I met someone wonderful. I met someone who loves me with all his heart, and his personality is very good. We have just started our marriage life.
No kidding. Then what will you do with Alan?
I don't know. He cheated on me and left me for a month. And he is a spoiled mama's boy. I never want to see him again.
So, what should we do for our livelihood?
So it's about money again. It's what you want. You wanted me to remarry Alan for my income, didn't you?
No.
I have my husband with me here now.
Oh.
Your son kept ringing the intercom so persistently, so he called the police. I'm sure they'll take him to the police station immediately as a suspicious person.
Will Alan be taken by the police? Don't be so sneaky.
Sneaky? You're the sneaky one. You knew your son was cheating on me, but you made everything my fault and filed for divorce without my agreement. And now that you have no more money to spend for what you want, and you ask me to get back together with him? Don't be silly.
No need to dwell on something that happened so long ago.
You're the one who is dwelling on the past. Thanks to my husband, I was finally able to forget the bad memories with your son. I refrained from taking any action because I didn't want to interrupt you and him. Now, I'll use this opportunity to bill him for compensation.
Huh? What are you talking about? It's been 1.5 years since you got divorced. It's too late to bill compensation.
It seems you don't know, so I'll tell you. In situations like this, I can still pursue compensation within 3 years post-divorce.
No way. But you don't have any proof. Even if you file a claim, it will be denied.
I'm sending you pictures now.
What are they?
They are the photos of evidence. It's when Alan went into and came out from the hotel with a woman.
How did you get them?
At that time, Alan hadn't been home for a month. During that time, I kept getting messages from you that didn't make any sense. I thought something strange was going on. So I had the detective agency check it out. Then I got the evidence right away.
Why did you...
As I've told you before, after the divorce, I wanted nothing to do with you guys ever again. That's why I didn't tell you about the evidence. But I can't stand you bringing up the idea of getting back together.
Wait. If I just back out quietly, everything will be all right, right? I'm going to end our conversations with you on WhatsApp right away, so please don't bring up compensation requests. Don't you feel sorry for Alan?
You feel sorry for him? You should feel sorry for me rather than him. A divorce form was suddenly filed by the mother-in-law.
I've apologized for that already.
Is it a matter of just apologizing? Our chat on WhatsApp is also sufficient evidence, so I'm going to take screenshot to use for suing.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'll never get involved with you again, Monica, so please forgive me. Please forget about us.
I've reached my limit. I'll leave the rest to my lawyer, so let's talk through him. After that, Alan was taken to the police station, but it seems he only got a stern warning. I immediately asked my lawyer for help, and Alan paid the compensation. Receiving compensation doesn't mean I will forget the emotional pain from that time, but I am sure that I feel a little better now. Alan's father got to know all of the troubles between me and Linda and Alan. He got mad about what has happened, and both of them were kicked out from the house. They were at a loss and, reluctantly, seemed to have turned to relatives for help. I heard that their relatives who got to know all the story were also disgusted, so they didn't help them. They deserve it. I am still doing well as a popular blogger. In fact, my husband is a famous Instagrammer, so we understand each other's lives very well. I am living a stress-free life. We are planning to go on a honeymoon soon with the compensation we received.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
William, didn't I tell you to clean the house today? How could you leave the house like this? Don't ignore me. I bet you're out somewhere having a good time, huh? What kind of son are you? Don't you feel sorry for your mother? Hey, did Mom also message you? Why did you go out without asking for permission? Did you forget that Mom and I are having lunch at a high-end restaurant today? You promised to drive us there, didn't you? I can't believe you took the car. Come back now. You dropped out of high school and are so useless. Did you forget that your only job is to serve us? Ugh, it's embarrassing to be your sister.
What's going on with these messages?
Oh, now you've replied. Where are you and what are you doing? Come home immediately.
What's wrong? I told you earlier that I can't do cleaning or drop-offs, pickups because I'm working, right? You saw me heading to work in a suit, didn't you? It happens to be my lunch break now, but you understand that I'm still working at this hour, right?
Stop lying.
What?
I don't remember raising you to be like this. I hate lies.
What do you mean? I'm not lying. First of all, I don't remember being raised by you. You only cared about my sister. Grandpa and Grandma were the ones who took care of me. After they were gone, you forced me to drop out of school and made me start working. So what do you mean raising me? Even the messages you sent me this morning portraying me as a bad son. Mom, you don't have the right to make such accusations.
Don't talk back to me. See, you don't know how to respect your mother. Enough with the complaints. Just come back home quickly. While we're away, take the time to reflect on your actions. We'll hold a family meeting later.
Huh? A family meeting? About what?
We need to discuss your future and give you a sermon.
A sermon? I don't get it. There's no need for a family meeting. I'll listen to whatever sermon you want to give me when I get home.
Huh? Work? You are unemployed. What are you talking about?
Unemployed? Me? What do you mean? I mean, you saw me leaving for work, right?
The family meeting is at 3 p.m. today. Both Isabella and I will be back around that time. Make sure you're home by then and that the house is clean. Got it?
Wait, answer my questions.
We're the ones asking the questions. Anyway, just come back home already.
What the hell? I have a shareholders meeting in the afternoon. I can't leave early just for a stupid meeting.
Huh? What shareholders meeting? You're just an unemployed person. Stop lying already.
How many times do I have to say it? I'm not unemployed. I don't even know what I'm supposed to reflect on. This is ridiculous. You're ruining my lunch break. I'm ending this conversation now.
Hey, stop disrespecting your mother. William, you skipped the family meeting, huh?
So what? What the hell is this? I told Mom that I'd listen to her stupid sermon when I got home. I don't think there's an urgent thing that we need to discuss in a family meeting. So prioritizing work is only natural.
Here we go again. We wanted to have an emergency family meeting about your lie of having a job.
What? I'm even more confused now. I was sitting at my desk at the office organizing my documents until just now.
Don't make me laugh. You, at the office, organizing documents? Do you mean reading stupid comics? Stop pretending. In reality, you can't even be a chauffeur for me and Mom. All you can do is be lazy and pretend that you are busy. Oh wait, maybe you want to be a comic artist? That's why you spend your day reading all those stupid things? A useless, unemployed high school dropout like you becoming one? Stop kidding yourself. You're not even good at anything. You're already 29. It's too late to dream about something, you know?
Are you done? I really don't get why you and Mom think I'm unemployed. I've been working all along. I've always been mistreated in this family. I know both you and Mom see me as nothing more than a servant. But until yesterday, you didn't call me unemployed. I just don't get it.
Well, we just found out today. You actually weren't working. It's no use hiding it.
Huh? What do you mean? What's going on?
Mom and I planned to have lunch at a high-end restaurant, remember? Since you didn't give us a ride, we had to take a cab. Oh, by the way, I'll charge you for this expense later. Even though you are unemployed, it seems like you have money to spend.
I told you I'm not unemployed. How many times do I have to tell you?
Shut up! Enough with those lies. While Mom and I were having lunch, we bumped into your old classmate, Kenny.
Kenny? Oh yeah, I remember you knew him too.
He told me everything. He said you mentioned at the reunion that you quit your job. He was wondering what happened to you since then. I think you went to a reunion 4 years ago. I didn't realize it had been that long since you became unemployed.
No, I've started working for another company since then.
Oh, really? But you're just a loser making a mere $18,000 per year.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You still don't want to admit it? After I heard what Kenny said, I checked your stuff in the room to see what was going on with you.
Wait, you went through my room without permission? Why would you do that?
And I found your bank statement. When I looked at the total amount, it was just $18,000. In other words, your annual income is only $18,000. It basically means you are earning nothing. You are unemployed. Aren't you embarrassed?
$18,000. Oh, that document. I think you misunderstood something, but that money is...
After discussing it in a family meeting, we've decided to kick you out of the house. You have no right to complain since you didn't attend this important family meeting.
Kicking me out of the house? What? I really don't get it.
You made your choice not to attend the family meeting. Well, even if you had attended, you would have been kicked out of the house. We don't need a loser with an income of $18,000. If you were doing household chores or being a chauffeur, we might have forgiven you, but a lazy man like you just fooling around every day deserves to be kicked out of the house.
What?
I threw all your stuff into the backyard, so take everything and leave this house.
Into the backyard? Are you insane? It's raining outside.
I don't care. You got what you deserved for hiding being unemployed. If there is still anything left by tomorrow morning, we will dispose of it all. Get out of here today.
Are you serious? I had computers and electronic devices in my room, right? Did you throw all of that as well?
Of course. For someone unemployed, you have quite a nice computer and lots of games. You don't need all that. I dropped them all out of the upstairs window.
From the upstairs window? Everything must be completely broken by now. What are you going to do about it? It wasn't just hobby stuff, it was work stuff too.
Are you still lying about having a job? It's too pathetic, so just stop. Having a brother like you is embarrassing. It feels so good to be rid of this lazy, greedy scumbag.
Are you reading what I am saying?
What's the point?
Just to be clear, does this mean that Mom and Dad think the same way as you do?
Of course. I told you it was decided in the family meeting. We all threw your stuff out of the window. It's been a while since I've had a good time relieving stress.
Alright, then promise me one thing.
What?
After I leave the house, never get involved with me again.
Obviously, what are you saying? That's my line. Don't ever depend on us if you end up on the street. You useless, unemployed brother. You thief! Enough of this or I'll call the police. I don't know if you are trying to seek revenge on us after we asked you to leave the house. But we are not a charity organization. We don't have money to support an unemployed person like you.
What are you talking about?
Just admit it already. Don't you dare use our savings. Give the money back quickly.
What? Are you accusing me of stealing money? I really don't know what you are talking about.
I'm talking about our bank account for living expenses. Somebody has been withdrawing a crazy amount recently. Nobody in this house has used that much ever since you left. I can only assume that you, with no money, are somehow withdrawing it.
I don't know the PIN number of your account. I don't have your card and I don't have your money. Stop accusing me.
Don't lie. Be honest with me. Listen, what you are doing is stealing. Even if you're family, you can't just take someone's money and use it without their permission. Now, if you honestly admit and return the entire amount you withdrew, I'll forgive you and not make a big deal out of it.
I mean, I'm the one who wants my money back. Do you remember the payment for the computer and other things in my room? You haven't paid yet, right? The payment was due yesterday.
Don't change the topic. First of all, what kind of invoice was that? Are you trying to make a shady donation to some strange company to take revenge on us?
What? What do you mean?
I know what you're doing. That invoice that you sent me had the name of a shady company on it. Could it be a loan company? I bet since you can't make a living, you borrowed money. And now you're trying to make me take care of the repayment.
Huh?
I always thought you were an unfilial son, but I never thought you'd fall this far. This is what happens when you live on an annual income of $18,000. From now on, change your mind and work hard.
What are you talking about? 18,000 is my monthly salary.
What? Monthly salary? When Isabella saw your bank statement, she said your annual income was $18,000.
It's a huge misunderstanding. The bank statement she saw was the one I used back in high school. I mean, I can't believe you believe what Isabella says without even looking at it.
What?
It's the money from the part-time job that was deposited into that account. It's not a recent bank statement.
Huh? The money from your part-time job? What?
I mean, it's a very old bank statement. Isabella found it in a drawer and she just assumed that it was my recent bank statement.
Stop lying. There's no way a smart girl like her would make a mistake like that. Unlike you who didn't finish high school, she graduated from college.
After I dropped out of school and started working, I've come to realize that being smart doesn't really match up with having a good academic background.
Stop talking nonsense. I won't allow you to avoid responsibility.
Come on, Mom. Please realize it already.
Realize what?
Dad, who acts all high and mighty at home. He's the real unemployed person. Can't you see?
He's unemployed?
About a year ago, the company where he works went bankrupt.
What? Bankrupt? No way.
It seems that Dad has been unable to tell you and Isabella about it, until now. I found out because the company I manage is in the same industry. I wanted to help him while he was looking for a new job. So I secretly put $4,000 a month into an account for living expenses.
$4,000? What? Hold on, did you say you manage a company?
Yeah, I started my own business 4 years ago.
4 years ago? I didn't hear anything about that.
I told you then, and I think I've said it many times since then. I've always wanted to work in game development since I was a kid. But because of you, I ended up dropping out. I couldn't even get interviews at major game companies. But I couldn't give up, so I started my own company.
What? Really?
I thought you knew about it. Not realizing for 4 years and still treating me as unemployed. Do you even care about me? I knew you never cared about me, but it still makes me sad.
Wait a minute. So, is it true that you earn $18,000 monthly?
Yes, it's true. By the way, the games in my room are developed by my company. Including the computer that was thrown away, those are company assets. I sent you the invoice under the company's name. If there's any further delay in payment, I'll have to hire a lawyer and take legal action.
Lawyer? You don't have to go that far.
Then pay up right now.
Wait. You earn $18,000 a month. You don't have to be so stingy.
Don't get me wrong. Regardless of my monthly income, it has nothing to do with the damage caused to the company by you and Isabella. If you won't compensate me, I'll have to take legal action.
Hey, calm down. Well, as a mother, I feel incredibly proud of you. I can't believe you're the president of the company. That's amazing. I'm so lucky to have a son like you.
Well, it's none of your business anymore.
What? What do you mean?
I was misunderstood and got kicked out without a chance to explain my side. What kind of mother are you?
That's because you skipped the family meeting. It's your fault.
I told you I couldn't leave because there was a shareholders meeting. I told you let's talk when I got back from work, right? Even before leaving for work in the morning, I told you I couldn't do your favor that day. I've mentioned going to work multiple times. It's your fault for not believing me.
But...
if it was an emergency matter, I would have left the work early.
Well, William.
What?
If that's the case, you can come back to the house. We're family, so we should live together again.
Seriously?
So please, continue contributing $4,000 like before.
Are you out of your mind? You promised you wouldn't get involved with me anymore, right? Don't tell me you forgot.
What?
Didn't you hear from Isabella about it?
I didn't hear anything. Hey, William, come back to the house. Hey, Mom told me everything. I didn't know you own a company. And about Dad too. I will not charge you for the cab. So, will you come back home?
What? I wasn't planning on paying that anyway. And I'm not going back.
Why not?
You're the one who promised not to get involved with me anymore, right?
But I didn't know you own a company.
You didn't know, huh? Do you mean you didn't listen to me? Mom, Dad, and you. You guys never cared about me, right?
Well,
The moment you found out I own a company, you are asking for money. Have you no shame? I was kicked out of my house. I worked hard while being treated like a servant by Mom and you. On top of that, I contributed $4,000 every month. I had enough. Don't you ever get involved with me again.
well, that's...
Oh, I told Mom the same thing, but I will tell this to you too. If I didn't receive the compensation for what you guys did, I'll hire a lawyer and sue you all as a company. We'll charge you a late fees on top of the compensation.
Hold on. Can you extend the deadline for payment? You know that Dad was unemployed, right? We don't even know how we're going to make ends meet. We can't afford this kind of money all of a sudden. And why does a computer cost nearly $10,000 anyway? Are you trying to rip us off or something?
I told you, it's for work. It's a high-performance computer for game development.
If we pay this kind of money, we'll be completely broke. I mean, we might have to borrow money to pay for it.
Why don't you just do it?
What?
I took out a loan when I started my business. It was really hard to start a business being a high school dropout and make it this big. I worked hard and managed to repay the loan. There are 3 of you, so if you all work together, you should be able to earn $10,000 soon, right? Good luck.
Wait, please. Please come back. William!
After that conversation, I cut off ties by blocking my sister and Mom. Shortly afterward, my father messaged, urging me to return home and contribute money. Without hesitation, I blocked him as well. It brought a sense of relief, decisively closing the chapter on my entire family. I thought they might start working seriously, but things took a turn. Surprisingly, the 3 of them showed up at my company. They caused a ruckus, shouting and breaking windows. I asked the police to come and take all 3 of them away. Since I hadn't received compensation, I added the damages they caused in our office. When I finally got a lawyer, they got scared and paid me in a lump sum. Later, I found out they borrowed money from loan sharks, and now they're working hard to pay it back.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.